Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of CBTV 360. So, on this special edition of CBTV 360, I want to talk about the incident with Tyreek Hill right here. Everybody's talking about this. Everybody's talking about the incident with Tyreek Hill. So, apparently, there have been reports out there that Tyreek Hill was detained for not wearing a seatbelt. Let that soak in for a minute. The guy was detained for not wearing a seatbelt. As you can see right there on the video to my left, that he's in handcuffs. He's trying to talk to the officers. They're not hearing him out. And he was detained for not wearing a seatbelt. We're going to get to all this stuff, but let some soak in for a minute. The officers are doing this in the broad daylight. It's daylight right now. So can you just imagine what would happen if it was nighttime? Just let that soak in. If it was night and this happened. Also, keep in mind that this footage is coming in by a bystander who's recording it. So we don't know what the initial report says. But apparently this video got out first, and the officer that was in there got out. So let's soak in right here. This happened at night. This happened during the daytime. Imagine what happened at night. But also, I want you the guy's rich. This happened to a rich black guy. I'm pretty sure they didn't know who he was. They didn't care who he was. They thought they had something going on. And during that time, they was like, you know what? We're going to lock you up for a seatbelt violation. I'm stuck on that. A seatbelt violation. The Miami-Dade police officer need to be retrained, because last I checked, you meet force with force. So what that means is, if someone push you, you push them back. Someone hit you, you got the right to hit them back. At that point, as a police officer, if someone shoot at you, you shoot at them back. Now, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. A seatbelt violation typically don't end like this. Just look, the video speaks for itself. The video speaks for itself. Definitely is something that need to be addressed. Tyreek Hill made a comment later that evening after he played the game. He had an awesome game, scored a touchdown, had over 130 yards receiving. But he made a comment. He made two comments, to be honest, that stuck with me. The first comment he made was, he said, my intentions, I never had bad intentions for this incident. He said, I still look at police officer the same. He said, I even want to become a police officer. Interesting, right? But he also said that I want to use my platform to speak on incidents like this. He was like, if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill, CBTV says you are Tyreek Hill. This happened to a rich black guy as well. So they're not at this point, the police officers are carried away, because they don't care if you rich, poor, or not. If you are African American distinct, they're going to treat you like this. And this been happening to the people who don't have a platform like Tyreek Hill, right? Now the officer really about to see, like they're about to see what'll happen when you do this to a person of his stature. Typically when people don't have no money, they really can't do anything. You probably let them off the hook. That, hey, if you don't talk about it, we'll get you out of jail. We'll just never talk about it, act like it didn't happen, right? This guy have money. You can't say that to him. And by the video, the guy have his knee in his back right here. Got his knee in his back. It make no sense. It make no sense at all. So I just want to get you guys' thoughts on this whole situation. Let me know how you guys feel about this. How you feel about the world now. Because, obviously they're doing it for a reason. They're doing it because, I'm pretty sure there are really, really bad guys out there. Not this kid. There are really, really bad guys out there that need treatment like this. but you have a professional athlete. Now we don't know the full story, nor, to be honest, I don't care what the full story is. It can't be bad. It can't be bad. Nobody. It's a lot of people out there, right? And nobody have a video of Tyreek Hill yelling at the officers, pushing the officer, doing some crazy stuff. He didn't speed away. He complied with him. That's why he on the ground. He opened his door. There's other videos out there where people don't open their doors. They get snatched out the car. They try to resist arrest and stuff like that. He's still calm. I never seen him kick. If anything, he's trying to explain himself to the officers, like, what happened, what's going on. As you can see, the last SUV pulled up right there was Calais Campbell. He actually got out the car and tried to de-escalate the situation. It was like, hey, maybe you guys have the wrong person. Tyreek Hill, he played for the Miami Dolphins. We actually have a game later today. Oh, they lock him up too. It's something about these people. Yes. You can't obstruct officer when he's trying to do official duty. Locking somebody up, detaining them. Let's I want to make sure I get the words correct. Detaining someone for a seatbelt. What type of policing is that? Like, did I miss something? I haven't taken any police classes, anything like that. But did I really miss something? This bad policing. This bad for everybody. This bad. It's nothing we can say, but this is really, really, really bad. How can we overcome this? Like, it keep happening. This could have been worse. This could have been a night game. Imagine that. Let's just imagine if this was a night game and Tyreek Hill going to the stadium and people don't recognize who he is, and man, the police officer like, oh man, we got away with this one right here. Let's just say XYZ or something. They couldn't get away in the daytime, and they did this in the broad daytime. It's like 11, 10 o'clock. He's just heading toward the stadium, get ready for his pregame workout, and this guy in cuffs right now. So there are reports out there that saying that the arresting officer has been placed on administrative duty. So he basically just waiting for the internal investigation to happen, and they can pretty much say, you did a good job, or yeah, I don't know why you did it. You probably want to resign right now, my man. So one of two things gonna happen. I think he's going to resign, as well as the other 3 officers right there. So it's 4 in total. I think they all should resign. To be honest, I think the whoever their supervisors should resign. If he out there, he should resign. And start from the top. This type of stuff is always happening, for one. But for 2, it's happened because they know someone has their back. Now, they don't want you to do what happening right here. The video recording, they don't want you to do that because they want to say, well, no, Tyreek Hill was very aggressive. He threatened my life. Well, the video speaks for itself. That didn't happen. Next, you can't do anything when someone records you. He didn't know it was happening. Trust me. If the officer would have turned around and seen this individual record the situation, he would have told him, go on. If not, I arrest you, to scare him off. But luckily, they never turned their back and get him. Just look at that. A seatbelt violation turned to this. So let me know what you guys think about it. Like, was the officer right? Was the officer wrong? How do you think Tyreek Hill handled the situation? By the video, he stayed calm. He's not trying to resist arrest or anything like that. He's laying on the ground right there. Makes so bad. He laying on the ground. The officer right here having knee in his back. Look, he tried to put his hand behind his back. He got him. Like, they doing all this. And I'm pretty sure Tyreek Hill probably saying, like, why are you doing this? What did I do? This is how you treat a NFL professional that committed a crime for as a seatbelt violation? I won't say a crime. He committed a violation. Let's say a seatbelt violation, because it's not a crime. But this is so awkward. It's hard to look at. I think this racism. I mean, what can they say? But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this right here. Like always, please subscribe to the channel, become a member of the CBTV family, and I will see you next time.